or not support something that would end the arrest of cannabis consumers and growers, and I fully understand that. At the same time, you had people in the movement who thought this was so egregious and so outrageous and set such a bad precedent that we have to oppose it and wait a couple more years for a better initiative, or another year for a better initiative. I don't fault anybody for taking either position on that one. It's a really tough one. Frankly, I probably changed my mind a dozen times leading up to the vote as to whether or not I wanted it to pass or fail. When it ultimately failed, I felt kind of a sigh of relief. So I think in my heart of hearts, that told me something about where I really stood. But it was a bittersweet feeling in that I recognized that that a lot of lives are still going to be ruined because this didn't pass. And this is the type of thing that we need to avoid in the future. And this is why I think that the industry has a tremendously important role to play in helping drive change forward, in helping open new markets, in helping fund the movement. But the movement needs to remain the soul of the industry. They need to make sure that the industry is holding our values at heart and keeping them with us as we move forward and as we advance as businesses. Troy Dayton likes to say, we're not just building an industry, we're building a new kind of industry. And I think the fact that we're operating right now in a time when it's still federally illegal, and the big money players, right, the Philip Morris's and the big pharmaceutical companies and Kraft, who's actually does quite a bit in the alcohol industry, and Budweiser and Anheuser-Busch, they're not touching this, right? They've got way too much at stake. They're not going to get into an industry that's federally legal, and so it's allowing businesses to grow much more organically without these big sort of corporate interests to compete with. If that were the case, none of us would be able to be successful in this industry. But we're able to build these businesses now without that type of competition, which also means we have the opportunity to do this differently. Right?
There you go. I'm Johnny B, one portion of the super mega group Smackboy. We specialize in entertainment as well as apparel. On smackboy.com you'll find all of our clothes and the pricing, as well as an entertainment section that has videos, music. We're originally a music group, and we operate out of Atlanta. We have a store that we partner with in Atlanta called Stadium, Little 5 Points. And we have a store in Virginia, a sneaker boutique in Charlottesville called 89 Till that we partner with as well.
Okay.
Go check out smackboy.com.
All right.
Hey, yo. And a special Smackboy shout out to Miss Kelly Brew for being so gracious. She's sweeter than honeybee piss.
Lake level, all right? So there are two markers for that lake level. There are two neurotransmitters. One's called anandamide, and the other one's called 2-AG. It's called AEA, neuracna something, but they designate it 2-AG. So people with cancer will have low anandamide levels, low 2-AG levels. People with autoimmune diseases will have low anandamide, low 2-AG levels. It's just a general indicator of a low lake level. So you can influence your lake, interestingly enough, by nature's perfect supplement. Interestingly enough, Delta-9 THC perfectly, except for those one little frequency ranges, mimics the anandamide neurotransmitter. So what happens when you supplement with cannabis is you raise your lake level. So you raise basically your level. I'm Chip Fowler, and I'm CEO of Palm Beach Vapors and also CEO of New Pharma, and we're here at the High Times Business Summit. And I'm here with my lovely wife and co-founder, Cynthia Paul. We wanted to give a big shout out to Kelly Brew and all of her followers. So, hey!
Thank you so much.
Yo, what's up? It's Issa Mahal, representing I Bud You. And Kelly, we just wanted to say we love you, Kelly Brew, all day, every day. I Bud You.
Love. Shout out to Kelly Brew. I'm Ross Fire. We're here in DC. I do the local medical marijuana cards for DC. I'm also an activist, and I have a cannabis fun lab. No cash is exchanged in our establishments. Everything's based off of cannon points. I'm out here with my brother DC Scrogger giving away free treats. Yes, that's right, free treats to the community. Support our people. That's who else will. Shout out to KELLIEBREW'S. Blessed love. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as Rasfia, RASFIA_Kush, KUSH. Or you can find me as the Cannabis Alliance Network Group. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere all the same. Cannabis Alliance Network Group. Kelly Brews.